Hey everyone, Chris Gogolin here doing another Hearthstone video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. Today we're going to be focusing a couple of games on the Zoo Healing Warlock deck that has popped up, certainly taken a lot of people by surprise lately, made its run up the ladder. Deck went from relatively unknown to currently sitting in you know, top 5 most popular decks being played. Um, and just what we needed, another strong Warlock deck, right? So now we've got 3 different versions of Warlock to worry about. You've got, Cube Lock, of course, which even after the nerfs didn't really seem to go away as much. Not as good for climbing ladder, but still a strong deck. You've got Even Warlock, which is probably the most popular version being played right now. And then you've got this Healing Zoo Swarm deck, which it looks like I'm playing a mirror match against right now. And my opponent is just kind of jumping out to an early lead, but the beauty of this deck is that it does get back a decent amount of life. Doesn't have any AoE spells, so the further you fall behind on the board, the worse it can certainly be for you. So I am a little nervous about this board. It's starting to shape up here. But, basic principle behind the deck seems to be get some minions out, beat people up. Prince Keliseth obviously makes those minions bigger. You've got your Fungal Enchanter who restores 2 health to all friendly characters, which will boost your Light Warden's attack. It'll trigger your Happy Ghoul to make your guys play for free. Then you can Fungalmancer to boost your guys' attack and kind of run over everybody. In theory, anyway. We're going to use that guy, switch this around, try and flip things up, see if my opponent might have possibly burnt himself out a little bit. He put a lot of early cost minions onto the board. Has he got the same combo? Nope, no ghoul. So he's going to take my minions off the board. Oh, he did have the ghoul. He just slow rolled it. Alright. I think we're going to do is now we're going to build a board of our own. Well, that stinks, but of course I do certainly slow him down. Alright. Well, can't do anything about that. So we're going to have to do this. I'm basically just trying to keep myself from discarding these cards. But I've got no hand left. And I never like having no hand. Yeah. Can't do both. Can't do both. There's no point to doing just one. So I guess I have to waste him. And maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe I could have just attacked through. That's not on the list. It probably should be because, well, Doomguard's pretty good. But that was not a card that was on the list that I found. So I guess what, we're going to try and damage race him? Doesn't seem like something I'm going to win at this point. Doomguard's a pretty good card. I don't know why it wouldn't be on this list. Maybe they just use Leroy instead. Maybe this guy doesn't have Leroy. I don't know how do you not have Leroy? It's like the first legendary you should craft. Oh, he's going for broke. Oh, why was that such a hard play? 5 and 5 is 10. Just do it. Oh, Jaina. Alright, we need low cost cards. We need low cost cards. We'll find those guys later. There we go. Let's see what the deck stats and mulligan guide says for this deck. According to the mulligan guide, keep Keleseth, your one-cost guys, your Happy Ghoul, your Void Walker, yeah, all your one-cost guys. Pretty much anything that's not a one-cost guy, Keleseth or a Happy Ghoul, you throw back. We're going to call out the taunt. We are going to coin out the taunt. What are the matchup statistics for this deck? Does really poorly against Warlock, Paladin, that makes sense. Hunter's not so bad. Everything, Mage is 55%, probably because of all the AoE spells. In most Mage decks. Doesn't seem like I've got much to work with this turn. Let's try that. Try and build a bigger board. It's elementals, shaman, so probably maybe not an early spell like a Dragon Fury, maybe more like a Blizzard. Book of Specters, okay. He's going to fill his hand with minions. Yep, handful of minions. Oh, we got a Fungalmancer. All right. We could flip some dudes around. That would drop his attack immensely. Or I could just clear his guys off the board since he just drew a big hand of minions. I could also heal up some of these guys a little bit too. Hmm. All right. May not have been the best way to use the second one of these guys, but trying to keep some board position at this point, and he just destroyed his own minion. What a dumbass. Because his hand was full. Could have played the mountain giant first before doing any of that. Alright, so we are going to push some face. Push a whole bunch of face damage and hope that Leroy or the Life Drinker can finish him off this turn. If he's playing Book of Specters, he's probably not playing many spells. So hopefully he's got a handful of minions and can't really clear these guys out. That's what you always hope for with a Zoo Warlock type deck. You just want to just swarm and overwhelm the board. That takes him to 7. And that's 4. And the hero, the mighty hero, Leroy Jenkins. Does what Leroy always does and finishes off games. See, why would you not craft Leroy Jenkins? Honestly, if you're looking for cards to craft, if you're newer to the game and you're thinking, what legendary should I craft? I'd start with Leroy. He's in a variety of decks. He's from the basic set, so he hasn't rotated out yet. And if he does, it's because he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame, which is where he definitely deserves to be. He's been the MVP of more than a few games. Probably millions of games at this point, given how long he's been around. Leroy Mother Jenkins. Rogue. How does Rogue check out? Rogue is a 60% win rate for this matchup. Okay. Probably because I can probably build a board faster than he can. I think is the thought process there. That's interesting. Whenever a character's healed, gain +2 attack. I can play both Light Wardens and the Voodoo Doctor and heal my hero. And both those guys would get bigger. Maybe we don't want to put all our eggs in that basket, though. Maybe we should diversify a little bit. That is not what you do with aggro decks. You just smash, smash, smash. Now, there is a skillful way to play it. It's a scalpel, not always a hammer. Options. Silence. Smash face. Smash face. He's going to hope he gets lucky and gets a card that's worth stealing. The fact that certainly makes me feel better. keep some of his smaller minions off the board. We got a Soulfire in hand. That's 4 straight damage, plus 8. He's pretty close to fatal at this point. Rogues aren't known for their ways to heal damage. And that's not going to help either. He shadow steps his taunt back. And then coins him back into play. Alright. How would I prefer to get rid of this guy? Let's draw a card first. Oh, it's a Fungomancer. Smash face. That's got to be sudden betrayal. No, maybe it's evasion. He saps my big boy back. Well, that tells me that that's evasion, I think. Yep. That'll keep him alive for a turn, but... we'll just do all that. Now, unless he's got if he has Vanish, I still win. He's got a lifesteal weapon. So he does 2 damage but gets 4 health back. But he's still overwhelmed by what I've got on the board. And since I have a quest to cast spells, I will cast a spell. Not the deck to play when you're trying to cast spells for a quest, seeing as there's only 2 in the entire deck. But deck seems to be off to a good start here. You know, first game, obviously, mirror matchup. Mirror matchups always come down to who gets the better draw. Opponent got the better draw. But picking up wins over Mage and Rogue, not bad. Elemental Mage, not quite the control Mage we're used to seeing in the top. And now we'll play another Warlock and see which version this is. Fungal Enchanter. I feel like he may have been on the keep list, but we're throwing him back. We haven't seen Keleseth yet. 3 games, no Keleseth. 2 Flame Imps. And a Spellbreaker. No Greymane, so either it's a mirror match again or it's a cube. He missed a 1-drop. And we're going to try and just push damage. Just keep pushing damage. He coins a Tar Creeper. That would be risky. I think we're just going to pass and see if we can't Spellbreaker him next turn. I don't like taking my foot off the gas with this type of deck, but sometimes you have to. Hey, he's playing a mirror match. him out while we can. Smash face. We certainly have options for how to deal with all this stuff, but yeah, he'll trade. But what's he got for 4? Yeah, yeah, yep. Cost him a Dreadlord. Alright, there's my happy goal. So, don't have quite as good a board position, but we do have at least a little hand advantage. But his guys are bigger because he found Kalaseth. Without a big AoE spell, not a whole lot we can do here. 3, taunt, free. I didn't really want to give up Leroy there. I think I'm going to lose him either way, but I think I'm just behind in this game. Yep. Not much we can do. He helps a little bit. Yeah, we're toast. Not much we can do. Mirror matchups, like I said, just come down to who gets better draw. Shut up. We'll at least play this out one more turn. Because why not? What else I got to do? It's 4, 7, 10, 11. Who knows? Maybe I'll draw my second Soulfire and I can help finish my quest. Now, if you're climbing ladder, people would just say, just concede, just get this game over with and move on to the next one. And they are absolutely right. Me, I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little petty, a little spiteful. So, oh, I can play it. Could force out all those guys and make them actually attack me, but I don't really care that much. So, all right. So we're 2 and 2. We don't win against other warlocks. Playing the same deck because I'm just not that lucky. Play one final game here. No, I don't want to be your friend. Malfurion. Hey, it's Prince Kalaseth. Where you been all my life, buddy? Where you been? See, I was wondering in these situations, do you really coin him out or not? What's the math? That one extra card that you draw, is it really worth it? Because I could have just played a librarian and had a 2-cost minion on the board, or a flame imp. I mean, I guess now on turn 2 I can play both these guys. So in this instance, it seems like it was worth it. Nice. We draw out a Dreadlord. Always a good time. He burns a Spellstone. Hero power, take out the Librarian. And all we want is a card that heals. Not this turn. I could have played a Happy Ghoul there. I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to draw an extra card. I feel like I come out ahead better that way, because I can play all these guys for free next turn. Oh, it's Token Druid. I can do this. And then we can build a pretty big board. I went first, so I went second, so he's got no coin, so he can't Spreading Plague yet. He can just put a bunch of crappy little minions out. And those guys do not concern me. Alright, let's do a couple of trades here. Dreadlord. Weak guy there. Take him off the board. Clear out the other two. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, he puts out a couple of those crappy little guys. Alright. You can take one down. I could clear all three of them. Yes. Yes. We do this and we clear. Nope, it's not going to work this turn. We do that. We do that. We do that. We draw a card. We got a big board, we got a bunch of health back, and we are banking on the fact that he does not have his second copy of Spreading Plague. He did not. He's going to Infestate, and that's going to cost him, I think, a card. I don't think he's had enough hand. No, he did have enough hand room. But I still got a lot of damage here. So let's do the math. 7, 8, 9, 12, 16, 22, and he's got 23 health. Well, damn. Let's tap. Nope, wasn't it? If it was a Soulfire, I would have won just there. It wasn't. So we'll have to wait until next turn. I'll probably concede anyway. I can't imagine there's much he can do right now. Oh, he found the second Spreading Plague. Now I really need to draw a Soulfire. Oh, even worse. Because now he's got a bunch of armor. Alright, well this is going to take a while. Yeah, I realized it afterwards. He's just gonna. I was dumb. It was really, really dumb on my part. I should have just cleared a bunch of them off the board instead of being stupid. Yeah, 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 you win, because I'm stupid. Alright, kids, don't be stupid. Lesson of the day. When you're playing Token Druid who has pumps, clear minions off the board. But, thanks for watching. Appreciate you checking out the video while I check out this new deck and see what makes it so popular. Certainly seems like it's fairly easy to play when you're not dumb. But otherwise, it's a faster way, certainly a popular deck for climbing ladder because it's going to win games in the early stages usually, turn 5, turn 6, and a good way to move up some ranks. But I think that's going to do it for now, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I promise I don't always play this bad and make these kind of silly mistakes. Have a great day.